Hello, RV Rebel watchers and YouTubers. In my last video, I mentioned that I was stopping at my favorite rest stop here in Amarillo, right off of I-40. And yeah, it's my favorite, and I guess it must be near an airport. Somebody asked me about that. And I did catch this plane taking off, or not far away in the sky. So the airport is nearby. I do enjoy staying here. They have places to sit and picnic, and you do have to watch out for snakes and places to walk Danny, and doggy bags, you know, the whole 9 yards, and washrooms that are open 24 hours. But I have things to do before I get to Arizona, and Danny and I are going to get on the road. Hope you'll join us for some more of our journey going to the Nomad Ranch.
Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today is a good day to live.
Well, way on yonder in the distance is Cadillac Ranch. I don't know if you can see it from here. Been there before. I've been invited to Ed and Sue's, so I'm headed up there for that. I've been invited several times to go up to the Nomad Ranch from Ed and Sue, and I never made it up there, so I'm definitely going up for their renewal of their wedding vows, and I'm really excited about being invited. Don't expect too many pictures because it's their story to tell, so I won't be doing very much video, and my mouth is not matching my voice right now because I'm doing a voiceover. So yeah, there was a lot of background noise, and I wanted to spare you that. I will take a few pictures of my stay at the Nomad Ranch, but I'm not going to interfere with anybody's privacy. So please keep that in mind. Here we go. Well, a trip to New Mexico wouldn't be a trip unless you stopped into Russell's. Welcome to Russell's. They have a little car place there. And I got gas and got to observe some horses here from the rodeo, roping horses. And a roping horse isn't a roping horse without the cow or the bull. Then it was back on the road and more beautiful skies from New Mexico on my way to Albuquerque, where I wanted to stay at the Cabela's. These are old pictures, but they said no camping. So I made it to Cabela's in Albuquerque. I've parked here a couple of times in my travels, especially for the balloon festival. But guess what? When I went inside and asked, because they normally say to park on the south side of the building, like I did. When I went in and asked, they told me I couldn't park here.
Proceed to the route.
Thank you, Abby. There is a new manager, and the new manager doesn't allow parking anymore. So I'm on my way out of here. I gotta turn around if I can. And I'm going to go to Cracker Barrel. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to turn around here. Do you work here? Oh,
No.
they told me that I couldn't park here overnight.
They've never told me that.
I know, I never had that happen either, but they said they got a new manager and they can't park here anymore.
They're gonna have to come and tell me then.
Yeah. Okay, ladies or gentlemen, I've gotten a lot of questions a lot lately, again, about driving at night and safety on the road. And this is one of the things that I would encourage anybody who travels long distances, whether in an RV, a van, or just in your personal vehicle going on a trip, is to invest in a CB. They're not that much money. They're really inexpensive. And then you get an antenna to go on your roof. And all you have to do is plug it into your formerly known as cigarette lighter, your little 12-volt plug-in. I have two in my new van. I have, which is really convenient. I have a 12-volt up here on my dash, and I have a USB on my dash. So I just plug my CB in right there. Then I have my mic, and it's been so hot, I haven't been able to keep it mounted. Oops, it's been so hot that the mount keeps falling off, but I usually mount it on the side. I'm right-handed, I prefer it over on the right side, but it's been so hot that my mount hasn't been staying on there. It keeps falling off from the heat. So I bought a new one, I just haven't put it on yet because I lost the old one because it fell off. Anyway, and then I bought a inexpensive speaker that I keep also right here on my dash in this little cubby with my toll responder. I do like to keep it from getting all heated up, so when I'm driving, I keep my little, sometimes you might see the reflection when I'm driving in my video, but I keep my visor over it just to keep it from getting too hot because it's right there. Keep it on channel 19, which is the trucker channel. You can listen to the truckers if you can handle their nasty language and their bickering and whining and complaining on the radio. Now, not all of them do that, but whenever there's a traffic jam, they all are, whining and complaining. But anyway, a trucker can be your best friend when you're traveling. They're very helpful on the road. Plus, when you have your CB on, it's no good unless it's on. You don't wait until you have a traffic jam to turn it on to find out what the problem is. You should have it on all the time, keep it low, and you can fix the squelch so you're only going to pick up trucker traffic, CB traffic that is close to you, nearby. Okay? So you can adjust your squelch volume and your gain and everything. Just adjust it. But I keep it on channel 19, which is the trucker channel. Channel 9 specifically is for law enforcement. So if you have an emergency, you can get on channel 9 and call for help and get law enforcement. Even if your cell phone signal is dead, you can't get a signal or something to that effect. Okay? But always be aware of your surroundings. Remember that. Check your exit, the last exit. Keep an eye on your exits, where you were. And if you don't have a GPS other than your telephone, that's going to be important so that you know exactly where you are, okay? On the highway, or what the last exit was. Or keep an eye on your mile markers. Like the last mile marker I remember was 333. And I'm headed towards where, and then you say where you're headed, okay? Then they can easily find you if you need help. Or if you're broke down. Okay? One of the other safety tips I say, besides putting your seatbelt on, which I'm about to do because I'm at the Cracker Barrel getting ready to leave, is, okay, now I remember. All right, one of the tips, the safety tips, oh, what a cute little shorty bus. That's adorable, shorty. Look at that. How cute. Anyway, one of the things I always say is, don't let your tank of gas go less than half a tank. I mean, it might sound a little anal or paranoid, but you know what? I told you before, I got stuck out on I-75 in Tennessee, outside of Knoxville, for 4 hours waiting for a tow truck. So it was 90 degrees. You always want to make sure you got gas.
3 lanes. Keep left onto I-40 west toward Gallup.
Okay, so I wanted you to see I did clean my windows. I just stopped to fill up my tank of gas. I was at the halfway mark. I still had 119 miles before empty. But I don't want to take that chance of not being able to find a gas station during my travels or on a back road. So I filled up.
Keep left.
And I'm good to 250 miles. And I cleaned my
For
windshield.
259 miles, continue straight.
Thanks, Abby. Now, I always carry a Atlas map book with me. Yes, because you never know. Battery could go dead and you can't get onto GPS or get on your phone. That's why you need a CB, even though you need your battery for the CB, but you need a CB and you need to have a map so you know where you're going. And you know where you are. Know where you are. Be aware of your surroundings. Yes. And don't talk to strangers. Don't tell them your personal business, where you're going, that you're traveling by yourself, unless you feel safe enough to do that. This yesterday, but all the way in another part of New Mexico. I don't know if you can see how far this is backed up.
That's why traffic's not fucking. You got it, bunch of inconsiderate selfish motherfuckers.
And if you can hear the CB, I'm going to have to cut out the F words, but if you can hear the CB, they're all whining and complaining. You know, that's all they do is complain to each other because they have a different opinion. This has got to be backed up for miles and miles and miles. And now, look at that. Over on the other side, you can see all the trucks over there. Those are people waiting to get on the ramp. Oh, look at it. It's all the way down there on the other side. People just waiting on that to get on the ramp on the other side.
When it goes back to 2 lanes, y'all super truck is over there now, right?
And they clearly have signs posted that say, the signs clearly say, use both lanes during backup. And then it tells you which lane is closed further up. The left lane's closed. So if the left lane for trucks only, or right lane for trucks only. But you think those trucks would get in the proper lane? No. They all want to push the envelope. These guys over here on the other side of the road is waiting to get on the ramp for the same highway, the same road, all for I-40. Crazy, crazy. And now I'm going to go over this hill, and it's going to be backed up all the way down. All the way over this coming from this overpass, it goes around. I bet you some of those school bus kids ain't going to get home till 8 o'clock tonight because of this trucker traffic. I just went through a zone that was one lane only, headed northwest bound, but the eastbound, they're the ones that are all backed up. I mean, they're even threatening each other, these truckers. It's going to calm down right about here. Says Arizona. Welcome to Arizona, the Grand Canyon State. Yay! We made it. But we're not all the way there yet. Wow, you can see so far away. Look at that. From up here at this Indian Center, Indian ruins, which I didn't go actually look at the ruins. I'm coming to look in this store for my moccasins that I like. Danny's in the car. She went to lay down. I do have the air conditioning and the motor running, and it's locked. So I wear these moccasins And they're made at the Indian Reservation. And they have no sole on them. But I have worn these moccasins since I was in grammar school. And I remember we paid $5 for them and at Shoppers World, a store called Shoppers World in Melrose Park, Illinois. And I would wear them till there was a hole in the bottom, and you actually then stick a piece of cardboard on it, inside it. Of course, I only wear them in the summer. And then I used to be able to get a pair of white moccasins just like these, only they weren't real leather, in Walmart, believe it or not, or Walmart or Kmart with a sole on them. When they were reasonably priced, like $12 or $13, something like that. That's real reasonable. They want $80 for a leather pair of moccasins here at this place, which with soles, which is ridiculous. That's totally ridiculous. For me, I can't afford that. Whoops, we made it to our next destination. I'm sitting at the Ford dealer. Yep. I'm gonna see if I can get an oil change and my tires rotated. And guess what? The Ford is conveniently located right next to Walmart. I know. Too good to be true. So I'm hoping they can get me in today for this service, or tomorrow, because then I'm on my way. So let's see what they can do for me, because I have laundry to do and shopping to do, and then I'm gonna go stand on the corner. Guess where? I'm gonna go stand on the corner in Winslow, Arizona. Yep.
You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down,